Scientology taught me how to communicate better, work more efficiently, and think more clearly. But the church, slowly but surely, took over how I lived my life. I couldn't read anything critical about them. I couldn't associate with anyone who disagreed with them. Some mental, spiritual, and self-help practices were off limits. They all but told me what to do with my money, how much of it was mine, and how much I should donate to the church. When you're a Scientologist, you answer to the church, lest you endanger your so-called path to spiritual freedom they call the bridge. Something about all this didn't make sense to me, and I couldn't put my finger on it until I broke from them. Then one day I'd pose the question, under what conditions does one go free by doing what they're told? Then it came to me. When one is in prison and one behaves themselves, they're eligible for early release. Now we can make some sort of sense of the Church of Scientology by likening them to the parole system. By definition, the Sea Org, the administrative branch of the church, their actual purpose is to get ethics in on the planet, not to free all mankind. Sure, the church has the tools to do this, but I don't believe that's their aim. If you suspect the church's goal is to take over planet Earth, that statement alone would be sufficient evidence to support your theory. You're not going to get ethics in on an entire planet from anything but a position of absolute power. And while the church is claiming to set all mankind spiritually free, it's going to be at the expense of some personal freedom. In other words, you can only go free by being the model prisoner. You're not allowed to criticize the church, so there goes your freedom of speech. They ban any spiritual practice that opposed theirs. So much for freedom of religion. And forget about financial freedom. Only those Scientologists who have the courage to continually say no to registrars have any hope of that. The church's mantra is, has been, and always will be, that your spiritual freedom is more important than your financial security. Most church members I knew were up to their eyeballs in debt. And let's not forget all the policies. This isn't freedom. This is control. In TRAM, there are 4 main points on ethical conduct, and that's it. TRAM will improve your moral compass, incidental to your going free. Scientology claims you won't go free unless you become ethical first. In Scientology, you write down your sins or confess them to an auditor. In TRAM, you only need confess your sins to yourself. The church operates in such a way that freeing all mankind is nearly impossible. They are selective, just like the parole system. In TRAM, your only barriers to freedom are how well you understand the materials and how diligent you are in their application. I'm not going to lie to you or myself and tell you that TRAM will free all mankind. Anyone who thinks that religion, philosophy, or spiritual practice can do that is living in a dream. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to help you or anyone else who wants to learn TRAM. There's more than one way to get out of prison. You can do your time. They can release you early for good behavior. Or you can make a jet break. I'll be waiting outside in the escape vehicle when you're ready.